all, I want to welcome you into my shop. That's first of all. I am so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be able to show you the projects that I'm working on and the processes that I'm working with. My name is Beth Ireland. I've been a professional woodworker for over 22 years, and I've specialized in wood turning for 15 years. The project that we're going to do today has to do with a series of boxes that I've been working on. They're bandsaw boxes, but I've added an extra step by making the bandsaw box and then taking them to the lathe and turning decorative elements into it. I'm going to show you how to make this box, but later on we can go up to my studio and I'll show you some of the other kinds of boxes that I've been making. Step one, we're going to start with the bandsaw. Now you don't have to have a great bandsaw. I love this bandsaw. It's a 14-inch Delta. It's kind of the most common bandsaw on the market. Even though I'm going to take the interior out, I like to keep it together right now and also make a mark for myself so I can see which direction it's going to go into the box. So again, so I don't lose track, I'll come back, I'll put it together, put all my lines together, and because I've drawn them on the side, it's easy for me to see how it all goes. And I'll take the top and line it up. So there I go. The top, the sides, the center. So when it's together, when we glue this back up, it's going to be a box. Of course, we have one more cut to make. You'll see on this box, if I kept it just like this and I put the lid back on it, there's nothing to actually hold the lid in place. It would just slide off. So we need to add a little tenon or a little lip that will go in and keep the lid from coming off. You approach almost every operation on the lathe by touching the bevel to the piece, and then you lift until the cutting edge is engaged. And that's the point you stop at and cut at. If you lift too much, you'll catch and you'll rip pieces. So you're always looking, putting the bevel on first and lifting gently until just to this point of engagement, and then you move back and forth for spindle turning. But I highly recommend, if you're going to turn a lot, getting a DC motor. The safety issue is immense. You turn it on and it's always on slow, and I only use the dial to go on and off. And every time I come to the lathe and step away, I turn it to this point and then I turn it off. That way I know that if I was working on a little tiny thing and then I come the next day and put on some 40-inch something, that I'm always starting at zero so it won't turn too fast, explode, and pop off the lathe. So here we go. Bevel, cutting edge. So now I'm actually going to cut in from square to round. And when I do this, I do it like this. I make a motion that's a slicing motion in. I go onto the tool rest, I put the bevel to the back of the piece, you can hear it, and then I turn it over lightly and I cut in like this. So I'm just cutting in very gently. Grain, it's a difficult cut to get, but if you do this by hand, you can get the gist of this. I'm touching the bevel. I'm touching the bevel, I'm turning this by hand, I'm lifting the tool out, and there I am. See how I'm cutting? I don't know if you can get this. Can you get this with the camera? I'm cutting, and this nice slice is coming off. So once you get that slice, that's the position you want to hold the tool in, and you always want to go from high to low. And in this case, I'm starting out here, but then I'm pointing the tip toward the center. That's how I'm working.